Hello everyone, and here I am today to give you the guidance about how you are supposed to be following the rules and regulations at your HSC board center. What are the requirements that you're supposed to fulfill once you get your answer sheet, your question paper, and many more simple rules which have been set by the Maharashtra State Board. Mind you, the systems have been set up after years of experience and they follow it strictly. So please do not take any of these instructions lightly, especially for ICSE and CBSE board students. Anybody coming from other than Maharashtra State Board will find these instructions extremely useful. Please listen attentively till the end. So let's begin right. Everyone, what you see on your screen right now is your answer supplement, which you will be getting for the board examinations. We will see a full view of the sample sheet that you have. So this is how your answer supplement is going to look like. Please note, this is just a sample given by a private publication, Sundaram. You can get these in the market at stationery shops for practice. However, I would like you all to make note of the minute details that this entire document carries. So we will be moving to the first part of the document and let us see how we can understand the different parts which have to be filled up. So if you will see the very first part here, you have the section which is called as the center number. Okay, we'll come to the Holocraft sticker later because that is in the last 10 minutes. First, let us talk about the center number. All these details that you will filled up in this particular sheet are all on your hall ticket. Like you know, everybody has to carry hall ticket and your college identity card every day to your examination center. In case you do not have your college ID card, please carry some other proof of identification, maybe the Aadhaar card or whatever. So this detail you will find on your hall ticket. Please do not laminate your hall tickets. Take it in a nice plastic cover. So you're going to keep it in good condition till the end. Very important to have the original hall ticket. Always have a Xerox along with you at the center. This will really help you to make sure that in case you have forgotten or, under any situation. So one original hall ticket is what you have to carry with proof of identity. First part, the hall ticket gives you the center number, a 4-digit number. Once you have filled up the center number, the next you see here is the your seat number, starting with alphabet M for commerce students. So please make sure, I think for all the sections it's from M. So alphabet M will come in this box, followed by the 6-digit number. Whatever is your number has to be written down in words in this little space. So say for example, if it is 245005, so you have to mention it as 1,05,005. So your seat number has to be both in words as well as in figures. All right. So this part is what you have on your hall ticket. Once again, you see the next part that you have here. There is the signature of the candidate. Exactly the same signature that you had given while your hall ticket was being made, which is printed on the hall ticket, should match here. Make sure that it has to be, the signature has to be the same, obviously. Before we move to the supervisor signature, let us first talk about the barcode sticker. Now, this section which you have on the top, okay, will be, a sticker will be given to you. The sticker has a perforated section in the center. That same perforated section on the sticker has to be set up right on this box, and there should be no other folds on the barcode sticker. Make sure you cannot write anything on the barcode sticker. While the supervisor is handing over the barcode sticker, make it a point you check the subject as well as your number. All right. So the supervisor is not going to give you the barcode unless you have filled up these details. Please make sure you fill up these details, match the sticker that the supervisor is handing over to you and stick it exactly in this box, and you will find that the perforated section comes right about this. So this is what we have in the first part. So there are these instructions of the, the barcode sticker, which I mentioned over here. To brief you a little about those instructions there, you'll find that it mentions that wherever your student is supposed to be in the center, every day a new barcode sticker with the subject will be given to the students, and they are supposed to be checking it themselves, sticking it carefully, and make sure that whatever you're writing in the main answer sheet always has a barcode sticker. All right, so this is what you have about this part. Continuing with the other part, you will see here that when we are talking about the signature of the supervisor, if you will see here, please do not sign in this box by mistake. The candidate signatures where the students are supposed to sign, this is where your supervisor who's supervising your examination will be signed. So here your supervisor has to sign. Naturally, when the supervisor is signing, they are going to check all your details. They will check your hall ticket. They will check your identification. They are going to match your face with your hall ticket and your number written here. And thereafter, they will be giving you another form 1, which you are required to fill up. Like you will be, mostly the teachers will be filling up the seat numbers. You have to put your signature. Be careful in that form 1. You will have to keep that is the attendance sheet which will be submitted to the board along with the paper bundles. So this is how it is a proof that you have attended that particular exam. Okay. Then again, you have the next part. If you will see here, you have the question paper set code. This usually applies only in case of English, where they have A, B, C, D set code. Remains to be seen whether this year too they continue the system. Whatever. So some students will get set A, B, C, or D. The question numbers are jumbled, and similar questions are in different orders. 70% of the paper is common between them. Just 30% is different in each question paper. But the numbers are jumbled to avoid any kind of copying. So that's about the question paper set code, only applicable to English. The next part you see there, you have to write down your subject. So whenever you are writing down your subject, you will find that on your question paper. Please write the entire name of the subject if possible. Otherwise, like for example, maybe for a long name like Organization of Commerce and Management, you may just write OCM. Sometimes in certain subjects, in fact, now the HSC papers are all, there is no paper 1 and paper 2. So here mostly you will have it blank. But just in case you have paper 1, paper 2, please make a note there. I suppose even in maths, you still have paper 1, paper 2. Very important to fill up this in maths, because maths, you have to submit paper 1 and paper 2 separately, and the exams are held at the same time. So please make sure that you mention the correct paper number there. The date, of course, is mandatory. And language of answer, you will have to mention the language in which you are writing down your answer. If you're writing in English medium, if whatever is your medium of instruction is what you will appear here. So that's what we have. These instructions also appear in the hall ticket. Now let us take a brief look at the other sections which you have on the first page of your answer sheet. This particular section, dear students, is nothing to do with you all. After you have submitted the paper, after there is a Holocraft sticker which has covered your seat number and signature of supervisor and candidate. After that, the board at the center will be sticking another sticker here before this goes to the examiners for correction of your paper. So your identity is totally covered. Nobody can make out whose paper it is. Another section, question number set code, has to be mentioned here. So remember that there is this perforated section in the center of your paper. You will see that finally, after your paper is corrected and the moderator has moderated the paper which has been corrected by the examiner, in the end, the moderator is going to cut out this part of the paper, and then they are going to submit the papers in the board. So that's what is the important part here. Make sure that you have filled up all these details so far. Moving to the second part of this page, you will see here that in case you have attached any supplements, you have to write down 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Or else, if there are no supplements, you just write 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. So this has to be done towards the end of the examination. Naturally, when last 10 minutes, the warning bell has gone, since after the warning bell, you are not allowed to get a supplement. So in case you need something for the last 10 minutes, please take it in advance from the examiners. Then again, you have this particular section on the right-hand side, which is talking about the marks. So you don't have to do anything. Just I would like to mention, say for example, you have 8 questions like you have in OCM. The examiner is going to write down individual marks of each and every 8 questions from the answer sheet on the first page. So if you're solving extra questions somewhere later, please write a note at the answer so the examiner can know that the extra question is on page number so and so. Otherwise, the examiner will enter the marks here and then he will have to make corrections, which is a very tedious process. So this column is what the examiner is going to fill up, total signature, what is the appointment number of the examiner, and similarly, the moderator will check the same paper again, and the moderator also has to write down all of these again. So there might be corrections. If there are any addition or subtraction in the marks, the moderator has to make note over here. And this part, the right side of the answer supplement, is what is most important for your board marks. So when the officers are going to note down your marks, it's going to be from the right side of your main answer sheet, first page. If you see here at the bottom, once again, you will see that the total marks have to be written down by the examiner here in figures as well as in words. So say, for example, it is 75. Okay, so 75075 will be written here. Here it will be 75 words, signature of the examiner, again the appointment number. Imagine each and every student's appointment number, which examiner has corrected. Naturally, there's no other identification except the appointment number and initials of the examiner. So this, dear students, are the instructions for the very first page. Now, I would like you all to make a note of the other, page, the second page that you have in your answer sheet. If you will see that this particular page has several instructions. Okay, so I'll be going through them one by one, and I hope you all make a good note of it. All right. So we begin right away with the very first instruction that you have. As it says, you see there, most of the instructions are in Marathi. I would like to translate them for you and make it simpler. Everybody, please take your pen and pencil, make down a note of these, and make sure that you don't need to, really worry about any of these later. Number 1, your hall ticket and your ID card has to be with you. As I mentioned earlier, make sure that you are signed in the candidate signature. You fill up your seat number in words and figures at the very beginning on the first page of your answer sheet. There is a Form 1 attendance sheet by the board which will have to be filled up. A proof that you were present at the examination center at the time of the examination. Also, there will be another sheet which the college has to keep for their own record. So your signature will be required in both those sheets. Make sure that you've signed in both. The rule of the board is that you cannot leave the examination center unless the bell goes. Remember, this year the examination is going to be for 3.5 hours, since the students have been given extra time, since they have lost out on 2 years of writing practice. So make good use of that time and make sure that you score your best. So as I said, students will not be allowed to leave the center. Depends, of course, on the situation and on the college itself, but this has been the basic rule for some years now. Announcements will be made at your center about the rules over there. Also, make sure that as soon as you receive your answer sheet, you have to report to your exam center, which is your college, half an hour before the examination time. So say 10:30 is your paper. Everybody has to be in their seats by 10 o'clock. Once you are inside, so reach your center by say 9:49, 9:45, and make sure that you're there at sharp 10 when the gates are open for you to enter the premises. Look for your seat, take your seats. The answer sheets will be given to you immediately. Once the answer sheets are given, please check that all the pages are intact. Okay, so whatever number of pages, around 28 pages will be given in each answer supplement. So make sure that you check each and every, the page numbers are, the pages are numbered. So check that every page is there. You cannot complain anything later once the barcode sticker has been given to you, stuck on it. In case it's torn, in case it is, some the lines, rules lined are not there, make sure that you ask for another answer sheet, and then you start fill up your seat number and then start writing down the other details and sticking the barcode. Then again, you will have to start writing down from the third page. This which you see on the screen is the second page, so you don't have to write down this on this page, obviously. You will see that the seventh instruction there is saying that you can draw margins only on the left-hand side. There are some students who draw margins on both the sides of the page. Please do not do that. There is a margin given on the left-hand side. If you want for a sub-question, you may draw a 1 centimeter thin margin, but use the rest of the entire page for writing down. No drawing margins on the right side of any page. Then again, you have, say for example, you have not done well in a particular page. You cannot tear off the page. You can just put a cross. That's all. Leave it there. You are not supposed to tear any page in your main answer sheet. Obviously, the supervisor's signature should be there on your main answer supplement. Also, they are going to be checking your hall tickets, and at the end, you will also have to write down the total supplements on that first page that we spoke about. The question papers will be given to you 10 minutes before the exam time, which is your reading time. First 10 minutes, you're only supposed to read your question paper. You will not be allowed to write in those 10 minutes. So you make a mental note of your objectives. You make a mental note of what long answer you want to solve. Take a quick look through the paper. Relax. At the first instant, you might feel that, oh, I'm not sure about this. Oh, what was that? So that happens to everybody, but relax. When you're going to start one by one, you will be absolutely sorted. You have 3.5 hours to write the paper. And trust me, even if you feel that, okay, I cannot recollect, finally, eventually, when you'll come there, you will get your points and you will be able to write your answer. So that's about the reading time of the question paper. As soon as you get your question paper, on the top right, there is a box provided. I will be sharing it with you later also. And you will see that in that box, they will be actually giving you the space to write down the seat number. So if you see here, you will find that the particular paper has been seat number space has been provided, and you will be required to make sure that you write down your seat number in these boxes. Okay, starting with M. Naturally, this is to make sure that you're not exchanging your paper with anyone else, and that's how particular the board is about with your papers. Also, on the last page of your paper, in case how you will be writing down on the last page just the words of rough work. Okay, so anything which you want to do, calculations, anything which you want to figure out, you want to revise the points, whatever may be the thing, please make sure that you're doing your rough work only on the last page and not anywhere else. So that part. If you will see, after this, you will have the section which is talking about how the question numbers have to be written. Every page of your answer sheet has a box to the top left. On every page, top left, there is a box provided. You would have to write the question number. So if you're doing question number 5, under that you're doing sub question 1. Question 5 will be in that box, and your question 1 will be maybe in that thin margin that you've made where you've written the sub question. Do not change pens to write the question number. Make sure that every page, suppose you've gone to that second, third page of the 5th question and you're solving the second answer, the fourth answer. Please write down over there question 5, and then sub question is second one, sub question is fourth one, etc. So the main box is going to tell you are going to write down which question you are doing, okay, not the sub question. So this is to help the examiner identify that which question number the child is on that particular page. So that's about your question numbers. There is an instruction in the question paper, as we just saw, that every page has to, the answer has to start from the new page. If you will see this instruction here, answer to every question must be started on a new page, but sub questions can continue after each other. Okay, so you don't need to change the page for a sub question. Of course, if you're writing something like a distinguish between, maybe you start on a new page, it's fine. But otherwise, if you're doing objectives, you've done one part of the 5 objectives and you're doing the next, continue on the same page, but please be clear that your sub questions are numbered correctly. So that's about your sub questions there. Going back to the rules that we have on page number 2, further ahead, if you'll see point number 13, you will see sub questions, as we said, should not be on a new page. Instruction number 14 says, in case there is any cancellation, ink change, you change your pen. Long ago, there used to be a rule that you have to take the supervisor's signature. Now, none of that is required. Here, item number 15 is talking about the color of the pen. Only 2 colors, black or blue. It could be a gel pen, it could be a ball pen. Please make sure that you're using a pen which does not leave a lot of blot marks. Okay. If you're writing on one side of the paper and back side is, you can see the full ink, avoid such a pen. Okay, so check it out. Make sure that you're writing with a pen which does not leave marks on the back side, because you're going to write your answer again on the back side. When you write your answer there, both the sides are going to be difficult for the examiner to read. So please remember these minute instructions. It really helps the examiner in, making it easy for them to do the paper correction. Then again, if you will see item number 16, there is a warning given to the students. Any kind of written material that you have with you, any kind of communication, not just verbal, even if by actions, or if you're taking down, anybody's answer sheet, you're exchanging with somebody, all of these are absolute offenses and you can be completely punished for this. There is a lot of action taken, so do not try any kind of stunts. The only way out for board exam is please study hard and go through it. There can be other instructions which may be given by you. For example, the center may tell you about something about the phones. A very big question, you will not be under any circumstances allowed to keep the phone with you. You are supposed to switch it off, leave it outside the classroom, which is also, again, there are cameras in many colleges, but not everywhere. So please make sure that you're leaving the phones at your own risk. And at the same time, there might be, students, apart from you, who are also going to be, maybe by mistake carrying somebody else's belongings. In whatever the case, the instructions will be given on the first day itself, whether mobile phones, what will be done with them. So that's about it, completely at your responsibility. Another important point, number 17, which the board has mentioned in that answer sheet, it talks about that you cannot be carrying or leaving any personal identification in your answer paper. For example, you may write your name, impossible, not at all allowed. There is nothing like a religious, you cannot draw an Om over there, or you cannot write 786 over there. Please do not leave anything to give any kind of your identification, what center or what college or school you are from. Please do not do that. Completely disallowed. There are, if it is really taken up, there will be no marks given to you in any of the exams, as well as you may even lose out on a year or so. Another rule which is mentioned here in item number 18, as it says that you're supposed to report to your center 30 minutes before the final bell of the examination, as well as you cannot leave the center for the 10 minutes after everybody's paper is collected. Then again, it mentions that no sketch pen should be used anywhere in your paper. Also, 12th standard HSC board exam, no calculators allowed in any of the subjects, whether science or commerce or arts. Also, you should know that in many of the subjects like mathematics or in physics, etc., you may require log tables. Log table books will be provided to you by the center at the examination hall. Each and every student will be provided with a log table. There are a huge number of sufficient copies for each class. In case you can't, you can just share it for a bit. So, well, this is the last part that you have to complete in your answer paper. In the last 10 minutes, the supervisors will be handing over a sticker to you, which is the Holocraft. There are 2 arrows drawn there. You have to match them with the 2 arrows on your answer sheet, and you have to stick them in the vertical position. Answer supplement also, Holocraft have to be stick, and there they are in the horizontal rectangular position. This covers half your barcode sticker. Only half the barcode on which the number does not appear is going to be visible. This particular section remains blank, which is the UID sticker, and you have to write down the name of supplements, the number of supplements that you have taken on that page. So dear students, I hope all of this has been quite clear to you all. So this is about the Holocraft, this is about the barcode, etc. And I hope with this video, you will be able to get all the instructions thoroughly well. Nothing difficult at all, just simple tips which you have to keep in mind. So wish you all the best. It has been a great experience making videos for you all. Thank you very much for watching, and do log in. I'm going to be posting rules about verification. If you noticed on the second page, there are something about a page on verification of marks. So I'll be posting videos from time to time. So do log in and come back. Do post your comments on what kind of help you need, and it'll be a pleasure for me to help you out with all of this. Thank you very much for joining in, and please watch all the videos that I've posted on important topics, revision of objectives, and much more. Thank you very much for now.